Welcome to the Random Nothingness podcast. I am P-Way.
I am Nino.
You enjoying your fucking pizza? Yeah, that's right. I couldn't let it go. Yeah.
God, but you relax? Jesus Christ.
Aloha, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
you. Did you just say aloha?
Yeah, so aloha, man.
Okay, man. You go to Hawaii for a couple of days, and all of a sudden you're speaking whatever they speak.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know the language because I'm super cultured, but I'm not even going to tell you. I don't even think it's worth telling you right now. I'm just not going to do it.
Okay, you're just a bitter ass bitch.
But I know it. I think a little bit because I live in Korea, and it's such a different. It's so fucking different out there in Hawaii, man. Like I'm talking like buns.
Do they have a language?
Yes, Polynesian is spoken there pretty prevalently.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just English.
No, it wasn't. They have a thing called pidgin. No, fuck the language, man. I'm talking about the asses that I've seen in Hawaii. I don't give a fuck about the language. I don't give a fuck about that pineapple bullshit. I saw the nicest asses that I've seen in a long ass time. The nicest asses, man. And the girl, like, don't get me wrong, Korea's dope, but the girls out in Hawaii, which is pretty much America, it is America, it's part of the 50 states. The asses are crazy. It's like a mix between a donkey and an onion. It's just fucking nice shaped asses. And I was on a beach. The weather was nice. The woman was beautiful. The food was good. It felt fucking amazing, man. I'm not gonna lie.
To be fair, Korean women aren't the thickest.
Well, I think they're the thickest out of all the Asians, though. They're the tallest for sure.
Really? I thought that would have been the Japanese.
Hell no, Japanese small as shit, boy.
Oh.
Yeah, hell no. The Koreans are the tallest on average for all the Asians.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I see some tall ass Koreans out here that made me think, like, dude, are you really Asian? But the stereotype is there. The stereotype is there, but it doesn't always apply because I'm only 6 foot, but those guys, they're like taller than me, and I'm just like, well, some of them are taller than me. A lot of them aren't, but when I do see some that are taller than me, I'm like, oh shit, man, you're pretty fucking tall.
Yeah.
Like it takes you back. Anyways, what you been up to, man?
Just work, man. Work's been freaking crazy for me this week.
Really?
Doing a lot of driving because I have to do all my stuff at a different base, so I'm just tired. I just been tired.
Yeah, that sucks, man. You've been like looking at the news and catching up what's been going on.
I mean, I catch a little bit here and there. Like I saw something. Actually, no, I didn't see it. Yeah, that's right. I did see it. It was something about Aziz Ansari, our guy.
Yeah, my guy.
Tommy boy.
I love him. We love him. Yeah.
He's the best. I mean, I don't know about after this, but
oh God.
he's definitely in some hot water.
So what'd you hear?
So I just heard, because I don't fully listen all the time.
Right.
So what I heard was he took some girl back to his place or whatever, and he was like extremely aggressive, like having her trying to touch his dick and shit like that, she was like, apparently he didn't pay attention to her like verbal and like nonverbal cues, basically like, yo, this ain't happening type thing.
Right.
And it apparently made her very uncomfortable.
Right.
I kind of feel I feel two ways about it.
Okay.
One, I feel like people should know, like people aren't oblivious to verbal. I mean, I guess I can't say that because not everybody's the same. But I feel like there's like, especially if she had verbal cues saying like, yo, this isn't gonna happen. And then I feel like you should stop. Especially with somebody like Aziz, with so much to lose. Like if a girl, if you can feel her body language, I'm sure he felt that she wasn't comfortable. But then again, we don't know both sides of the story. There could have been two different things.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say too. We weren't there.
Yeah, so we weren't there, so we don't know what happened.
Right.
She could just be trying to ride this whole sexual misconduct train that's going on right now. So I don't know, but if it went down the way that she said it went down, like shame on him as far as not picking up on the cues.
Right.
I mean, I feel like you should know. Apparently, she said he kept trying to put my hand on his dick or whatever, and I kept moving my hand away.
All right. So
if that happened, I'm like, yo, why didn't you pick up on that?
Okay,
You know?
I didn't hear that at all. I heard a different version of the story, so it may have been an early story that just came out because I heard she posted on a blog. But what I heard, and this is very at the beginnings of it, what I heard was that went over there. I guess he brought it back from like a party or some shit. It just could also be misinformation. Brought it back from a party, went back to his place. They were hanging out, and then they started fooling around or whatnot. And then she said she gave him nonverbal. She didn't say she gave him verbal cues. She said she gave him nonverbal cues to hey, I'm not really comfortable with this, but I'm pretty sure that he ate her out. I don't think he put her fucking hand like, yeah, you want to put it on my dick. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen.
That's the way she made it seem.
Yeah, okay, look, here's what I think happened. I think they went over there, started messing around. She wasn't really feeling it. His head game was probably trash. His dick probably stink. I don't know. But at some point, she wasn't really feeling it. She was feeling it when she was getting eaten out. But then, like, I don't think they had sex. I think she told him, like, yo, I'm not comfortable with it. And he stopped. He stopped right after that. And then the next morning, that's when she texted him, like, yo, I wasn't feeling comfortable or some shit like that. So I'm like, okay, she had a fucking bad date. It happens to the best of us. I've had bad dates. I've had head so bad, I feel like the woman sexually assaulted me. All right? That shit was fucking terrible. I felt like my shit was bleeding. So should I report that too? Should I report and say, you know what? That shit wasn't good. But no, I don't have the privilege of doing that. And that's why all this, you heard of Me Too? The hashtag Me Too thing for people that have been sexually assaulted?
I know it vaguely. Like, I don't know everything about it.
Well, it's basically a movement that brings light to the sexual assaults and sexual harassment that's been, and not just Hollywood, but just around workplaces in general, where women haven't felt, well, not even workplaces, just women in general that haven't felt comfortable with it, male or otherwise advances towards them that weren't wanted. However, this is the backlash to it. When you see a whole lot of people coming forward, you get stories like this where a girl has a bad fucking date. Okay, a bad date. And she's like, you know what? I think that was sexual assault or some shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Now, I'm not blaming the victim. However, I don't know if she's exactly a victim in this case. Again, me and you weren't there, but I feel like she just had a bad date and now she's putting a stain on the name of the Me Too movement. You know how, like, Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. My thing is, like, if you have a bad date, if she were to if this honestly was just a bad date and she, like, why even talk about it? Like, why even bring it up? Why do you have to get them? Yeah, I think a lot of this stuff is just for attention.
Hell fucking yeah. And he's Aziz Ansari. He just won an award for his show Master of None on Netflix. Check it out. I love it. Okay. But he just won an award for that. So, of course, there's going to be a big name attached to a big fucking scandal, and she's probably looking to get a little bit of payout. And unfortunately, a lot of the times, if a woman says something, first people believe it, especially in the court of public opinion, and then they form an opinion right afterwards. But at this point, his image is already tarnished and stained because of this girl that said that, you know?
Yeah, just by an accusation. An accusation for rape or any type of sexual misconduct, you're guilty until proven innocent. And even if you're proven innocent, like you said, the court of public opinion has already deemed you guilty, and your reputation is tarnished.
That's
no matter what
crazy.
The outcome is. No matter what the outcome is, you're already done.
I think she should be punished. Okay, not her, but I think girls that accuse guys of things like rape and things of that sort, and it turns out they were lying the whole time, they need to be fucking punished.
They are. Some of them, when they get caught. Yeah, when they get caught, they are punished.
Maybe it's a military thing, but in the military, from what I've seen a few times, that when a girl accuses a guy, it turns out it's not fucking, either way it's true or not. They go through the process. He gets fucking blasted. He has to go to another base, something like that. Nothing happens to her. Even if they find out she was lying or she has a history of lying, I've seen cases where they were like, oh, we're not bringing up past evidence, things of that sort, to bring influence to this case. If you have a fucking history of, if you have a cousin, for example, He has a history of crashing the fuck out of cars. You gonna let that nigga borrow your whip? No. Why would you dismiss this information that's super important and pertinent to this case? I don't know who's running this shit, and I can't say I know enough about it. But these people need to be fucking punished, man.
Dude, these rules were made a long time ago.
Well, fuck those rules. I think society needs a whole revamp. In certain cases, when it comes to certain laws, man, because there's too many gray areas when it comes to it.
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, isn't there some states now where you can still have sex with animals legally, or you can marry animals legally? Yeah, so like, we definitely need a little bit of revamping.
Yeah. Do you think that if you fuck an animal, that's rape to the animal?
I mean, that goes down to the whole, like, do you think animals are people, or do you think animals have, like, can you violate an animal's choice? But
yeah, can they give consent?
I'm sure. Yeah, exactly.
What are you about to say about vegans?
I was going to say, I'm sure vegans, but not the ones that, because there's vegans that do become a vegan for health reasons, but
right.
like, you know, the vegans that become vegans because they love animals or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm sure that they may see it that way. I'm not going to say that they do.
Like PETA and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hang myself with a statement like that.
I don't know. I think a couple podcasts ago we were talking about gator pussy, so I don't know. So, I mean, I've had this is gonna sound weird. I'm gonna say it anyways. I've had, you know how animals in the heat sometimes they come around, they start presenting their ass to you. You know.
No.
That's never happened.
I didn't grow up around animals.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, well that's happened to me. I mean, all right, before anybody takes this little clip, I'm not saying I get turned on by the animals. All right, I don't. Not gonna take that clip and be like, yeah, I get turned on by animals. Before that happened,
you already gave it to them.
I know I did. Whatever. Before that when it happened, I was like, oh, this is fucking weird. Why is the cat doing that, or why is the dog doing that? Oh, they're in heat. Okay, now that makes a lot of sense. I've seen ducks do it. Yeah, and yeah, it's weird. It's really fucking weird. But is that consent?
I guess in the grand scheme thing, if you were to try to humanize it, then I mean that is kind of consent, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, is that kind of like if a girl's wearing a short skirt, that doesn't justify her being raped? Just because that duck's sticking its ass in the air doesn't mean it wants to get fucked.
Okay, all right, look. I'm not saying a girl with a miniskirt. The more accurate comparison to me would be if a girl came to me, pulled up her skirt, spread her asshole and her pussy, and was like, yo, what's up? What you trying to do? You know?
Is she from New York?
Yeah, what you trying to do? Stick it in my ass, homie.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I feel like, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm out here fucking ducks, but, you know, if it's presented,
I'm not out here saying I'm fucking, yeah. I'm not out here fucking ducks, but I mean you just leave it at that.
You ever put peanut butter on your balls, boy? Nah, okay, all right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've heard of guys like that. I don't know if it's Louis C.K. said he used to put cottage cheese, which, no, that's a terrible fucking example, because it turns out he even sexually assaulted these females.
What was he doing, though?
He was, well, first, he put cottage cheese on his balls and let his dog lick it off, which I think that's rape, dude. You raped your dog. Your dog doesn't want to do that.
You're definitely taking advantage of your dog.
Yeah, which is fucking terrible, because dogs are the greatest fucking thing ever. All right, and so what he did was, I don't know if it was after shows or whatnot, but he take them to their room, to his room or whatever. And even though the implication is there, that does not give him the right to do any of this shit at all. He pulls out his dick and he starts jacking it in front of him. Now this is what I heard. Now this might be a power move because he's a pretty famous comedian, and he felt like he can just get away with it. So he's like, hey, do you mind watching me while I jack off? Or I think I'm not sure if he would just do it. You know?
Yeah.
Which is really fucked up, by the way.
Oh, God damn it, Nino. I heard that he was, he would be on the phone with people, like a girl or whatever, and he would jack off while she was on the phone with him.
Oh.
I heard something like I think Dave Chappelle was talking about it in his last special.
Would they? It's not funny, but would they know that he's jacking off?
No, like apparently he would tell them.
Oh, so he was like, "Hey, I'm jacking off right now." Like, would he be close to finishing when he said that, or what?
I mean, I don't know the intimates, but
yeah.
I would assume that he stayed on the line for a while.
I mean, if that's what it gets you, and that it is a sexual predator. I've been on the phone with my dick in my hand sometimes. I'm not really doing it, but if I'm mid-jack and then someone calls me and I know I need to talk to them on the phone, I'm not saying that I'm stopping. My dick is still in my hand, but I'm just like, all right, what's up with this conversation? Hopefully you make it quick.
You answer the phone like, what's up?
Yeah, for real. Get to the point.
So, hey, I just called. Haven't heard from you. Hey, man, I don't have time for this. What's up?
Get to the motherfucking point. All right?
That's funny.
Lose my bone cone quick. Yeah, man. I don't know. That Aziz Ansari shit is pretty fucked up. And that if I was a celebrity, I'm not dating any girls ever. Like, it makes me as a regular nigga think like, yo, I'm kind of scared to fucking date girls on the regular and do anything with them. But all they have to do is accuse me and I'm fucked. That's it.
An accusation is all it takes.
You're fucked, man. This is like, I won't say just as bad, but back in like the 1700s or whatever. Remember they're doing like the Salem witch trials or 1800s? I'm not sure what it was. But the Salem witch trials.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, hey, that person's a witch. Oh, guess we'll kill them now. No fucking due process. Let's tie rocks to the bottom of their. Let's throw them in the water. If you swim, you're a witch. We're gonna kill you anyways. If you drown, oh, guess you wasn't a witch. What? That's fucking crazy, man.
They used to kill them over anything. If the women did anything like abnormal, they're like, yep, she's a witch. Like, wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, yes. But I think there have been times when men took advantage of that, where a woman didn't give him sex or whatever, and he was like, well, guess you're a witch now. Oh,
God. It was a crazy time, especially like with the amount of power that men had over women. I mean, I'm sure some could argue that power is still prevalent today.
Oh, for sure.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy how little say and power women had back in the day.
Honestly, man, I think that's a part of the Me Too movement is the fact that since a woman didn't have power for so long, like it was only recently, within like, you can go back fucking 60 years, or 70 years, and women still getting slapped in their fucking mouth, and people thought it was funny, put it on TV shows and shit. Remember that fucking pal right in the kisser type shit?
The what?
Remember that show? It was like, pal, right in the kisser, or I'll see you straight to the moon, or
yeah.
Like
one
shit
of
like
these days.
Right. Like domestic violence was considered a trope in comedy. So I think that the tide has shifted so recently and so fast that women don't know how to handle this fucking power. The power they have now is astronomical. And now that they finally have it, they're like, like rage. Fucking decades upon decades, centuries of being held down and held back by men. And some of these women that have this fucking power, they don't know how to use it right. And absolute power corrupts absolutely. And they're fucking it up for everybody else. They're really going through these situations. They're fucking it up.
I don't know. It's just, I feel like today, I think we talked about this a while ago. Like people have, everybody has a voice type thing. And you remember I said I don't think everyone should have a voice. Like just because you can say something doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
I think nowadays, like people just, like they don't know how to say something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the dressing up as vaginas. Like that's not.
Wait,
I
what?
don't think,
what?
Like apparently in this march, this Me Too march, they're dressing up as vaginas. Maybe I'm getting like a bunch of marches mixed up.
Oh no, I believe it. I believe it.
But it's just like like it's like some people like they don't know how, and then they group everything together, and then like everybody's hypersensitive, and it's just like this is not the time to be alive.
I mean, it is to a degree, but when it comes to certain things, no. It's getting to the point that you damn near have to fight someone. Like they disagree. If you damn have to fight for your cause if you disagree with something. Because people take it like, hey, I don't agree with this one aspect of this person's character. Oh, well, this person's saying such and such, and then all of a sudden it's about you hating the whole fucking trans community, gay community, black community, or whatever.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. It gets to the point you really have to fight for it. People are trying to fight you and bully you into their own opinion.
Yeah, just like they were trying to like legit bully Genuine into liking trans people.
They really were, which is fucking crazy. Can you imagine that if a dude, I know we're talking about him already, but if a dude was trying to convince a gay girl, like, oh yeah, you don't like men? Well, why not? Have you tried them? And then he tried to kiss her and shit. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god, he would be. First of all, he would be off that show. He'd lose everything.
Dude, they would hang him from a goddamn street light. Like, there's no fucking way that he would get away with that shit. I think
that's really
a lot of it has to do with I want to talk about this another time, but people on the internet being able to have their voice and not being held accountable for it. You could just be a tweet in one in millions. They could spark the outrage of the masses, and then no one's gonna trace it back to fucking fuck me harder 369. You know. No.
What?
No.
That's like really weirdly specific.
I could have thought about any name, but my mind is in one place right now. But no one's gonna trace it back to that fucking username, man. You know? I mean, I think the same can be said, because I'm not saying there isn't a problem, because there's a problem with men online. I've seen it. I'm on Reddit a lot. And I see like in cringe pics where they randomly send like dick pics, and they're fucking saying all this creepy shit to women, and I couldn't imagine the woman that had to go through so much shit on these social platforms, not just on Facebook, but even when you find out it's a girl on Reddit. But things like Tinder, like, it can be horrifying. I've heard stories from my friends that are girls of things that they get in their inbox. These men get violent as fuck, and women shouldn't have to fear for their lives if they say no.
So, being a woman is basically living in fear.
Honestly, yeah, I don't feel fear when I walk down the street. I don't think there's a possibility if something happened to me.
Tasha told me the other day that her friend wanted to go running with her, and Tasha was like, no, I'm not running with it, because the only time they could do it is like at nighttime, and Tasha's like, I'm running at nighttime. And her friend was like, it'll be well lit and all that stuff like that. And I was like, because I would feel a little uneasy, but I'm not going out there wondering if I'm going to get raped.
Yeah. Worst I was thinking about is me getting mugged.
Yeah, exactly. Me getting jumped or something.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy, man. And with you're right. I don't have that
state of fear.
Huh?
They live in a constant state of fear.
I think it depends on a woman, but they definitely live in a constant state of awareness. They have to be aware of everything around them at all times.
Yeah.
Because you never know when something can happen. The fact that they have like pepper spray, mace, and things of that sort to protect these women, self-defense courses, they're made specifically for women because there are a lot of predators out there. And that's not trying to make all men seem like predators, but there are a lot of creepers out there, and especially when you get behind the screen of a computer where people don't really know who you are. You know? Yeah. These people have mothers and fathers and shit, man.
No accountability really gives people, what am I trying to say? Like, courage.
Oh, fucking for sure. Being anonymous on the internet, it gives people fucking strength, man. And I wonder how effective it is, because I'm on the internet, I'm on Tinder, and I don't use it that often because, honestly, I've kind of been drifting away from it because I see it as you're literally just, like, picking out of a basket of people, and you're like, nope, this egg is ugly, and you just throw that shit to the fucking side. Like, there's a whole person's life, a whole experience you could have had with this person, learning about them, what makes them tick. And you could have met an amazing person, but you're so busy swiping left immediately. And I think Tinder is based on looks. It's not based on getting to know the person. You have to get to that point afterwards. It's a shallow process in the beginning, you know?
That's aren't all of them except for like Match.com, because Match.com actually asks you like personality questions, and they match you with, you know, who matches your personality.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But then again, at least that's what the commercials say. Right. And so this is how I'm assuming, because, you know, I like to assume. So this is how I'm assuming it goes. So, like, they match you with your, you know, people, and then they give you the list of people, and then you choose based off of their picture or whatever,
right.
You know, if you're going to. So everything, all these sites, all these dating sites really come down to superficial stuff as far as, like, Yeah, like, cause like, you know, the Catfish show?
Oh, yeah. I love that show.
So, you know how, like, I mean, obviously, if somebody's being lied to or whatever, and everything that they're saying is real, like, everything they're saying is that person, but it's just the only thing that they really lied about in some cases, because, you know, some cases they're just being malicious. But everything that they've lied, the only thing that they lied about basically is their looks, but their feelings, you know, all that different stuff is real. And don't get me wrong, I'm not advocating for these people, but I do definitely, I feel for them, because I mean, they go through their whole life being rejected, you know, and all that different type of stuff, right? And then they finally find somebody online to talk to that accepts them for them, but they're not really accepting them for them because they're, you know, it's a different face or whatever. But they, you know, that's actually giving them time of day to talk to them. You know what I'm saying?
But you're building a relationship. You can't build a house on a foundation of lies and deception. It's gonna crumble.
Watch me.
Okay, all right. You've been lying to your wife for years. I never actually met.
I just rent women.
Oh my god!
Every time he come over, it's somebody different.
Hey man, what happened to? Oh, okay, yeah. Cool. I just gotta go with it.
Cool.
Cool. I don't know, man. I think to a degree it can be effective, but initially it's a very shallow process. But I think people in general can be very shallow at first, and that is the first thing people judge you on, is your looks a lot of the time. Not always the content of your character, but how you look.
Well, yeah. We talked about that, like prejudices.
Well, yeah, there's definitely prejudices for ugly people. If you're ugly, you're probably not getting shit.
You better be funny.
Yo, you bet. If you're an ugly dude, you better be funny. Better. Like, that's what it comes down to. Like, what's your worth? What's your value outside of your looks? And that's what it should come down to anyways. Like, what can you provide for that person? But a lot of times people don't see it that way. And that's why a lot of times the people that are more beautiful, they get more stuff easier. And that's just a fact.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You're more willing to go out of your way for a beautiful person than an ugly person, which is fucked up, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely is fucked up, but I mean, I definitely make it to where I have to, not saying that, because I mean, it's just like, it's natural. You naturally want to help a more beautiful person. Or an ugly person, I have to make the conscious effort and be like, all right, let me not judge this person. Let me just help them.
Right. Especially if it's like let's say you're like, man, you're on the side of the road or whatever, and then you see someone with a flat tire, and you go to him, it's a beautiful woman. Yeah, you probably want to help him, but if it's like some fucking hobo, and he has like one eye or some shit, he has like scars on his face, he has those pocks in his fucking cheeks, you know, what people with problem skin have, you know, he looks like Quasimodo, you know, walks with a limp and everything.
Okay.
You know, fucking, which is crazy because before that movie, Quasimodo, spoiler alert, Quasimodo didn't even get the girl at the end of the movie.
No, he didn't.
Which I think is good because they let people know in real life, like, look, man, if you're ugly, you may have a lot of good traits, but that may not work out for you. You may not get the most beautiful girl.
I mean, y'all could be friends.
Yeah, that's it. That was a scary movie, by the way. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but that was a pretty scary movie.
The movie came out in like the 80s.
Did it really?
I think so.
Well, it was scary. It was one of the scariest 80s cartoon movies I've ever seen in my life.
There was something. Oh, yeah, I saw it on Facebook today. Did you ever see The Prince and I or something like that? It was basically a movie about, like, Moses.
No,
I didn't. Disney movie about Moses.
Yeah.
So anyway, he was talking to, I guess, a pharaoh or something. I haven't seen the movie in forever. I just saw, like, basically a comic book cutouts of it or whatever today.
Okay.
And so he was basically saying, like, you know, like, Moses, you know, sometimes there has to be sacrifices made or whatever. And Moses was like, it's just not fair. And then the dad or the pharaoh or whatever was like, they're just slaves.
Jesus
and I was like,
Christ.
damn, I was like, yo, that's dark as shit.
Wasn't a fucking kids cartoon?
Yeah, man. I used to watch that movie all the time. I haven't seen it in years.
Jesus Christ. Did you notice that when you were a kid?
Nah, you never notice shit when you're a kid. You're like, oh, colors.
Yeah, true. You don't think about slaves when you're a kid. Yeah, that's true.
As a kid, you're like, yeah, that's right. They are just slaves.
Yeah. Oh God, you're so fucking. You're so fucking personal. Yeah, you're right. Color does matter on people's skin.
Oh man.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was. I like it was like a flashback when I saw it today. I was like, Jesus Christ, I watched that. My parents okayed this.
Yeah. Some parents don't allow people to watch fucking like scare movies or violent fucking cartoons. I'm just like, dude, I feel like there's a big divide between it. I feel like there's a big divide. Like the lessons that you're imparting your child is a lot different depending on what you're exposing them to. You know, I don't think Dragon Ball Z was bad to anybody.
My thing is like I'd rather Tobias be exposed to it with me around than with with somebody else. Like if he has questions or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'd rather me be there.
A lot of kids are raised by their peers when the parents aren't around.
Yeah.
When it came to sex, that's how it was with me. I had to form my own opinion about sex until by the time my mama asked me, dude, too late, too fucking late, dude. I already learned everything I needed to know about it. Apparently,
I've been getting these guts for years.
Really, I've been getting foot jobs and shit. You know, you learn from porn. Apparently.
Yeah, that's true. Actually.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, it was just. I did want to talk about that another time, but I don't know how healthy that is to learn about it that early and that aggressively the way I did. But we will talk about that another time. I did want to talk about how important. When I was a kid, I want to tell you the story. When I was a kid, my mom used to tell me that this is a fucked up story. She was like, "Yeah, we used to live by these people, and this happened a few times." She was like, one was like a burn victim, and I used to always say, "Why your face look like that?" Like that's one of the things I said as a kid. Like it was fucked up. And she said, whenever I seen somebody that was like objectively ugly, I would say, "Why your face look like that?" Like I would always say that shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me as a kid? Like Why was that something I valued so heavily?
That's why you ugly now.
That's probably why. Yeah. It fucking came back on my ass quick.
Rip, Nick.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. But apparently that was very important to me as a kid. But I remember at one point, I wouldn't say at one point, multiple points throughout me growing up, especially when I was a teenager, I met a lot of people that said they wanted to get plastic surgery. As a teenager, I heard that.
Why?
I don't know.
No, actually, I did hear that too. And at one point, remember I told you I was insecure about my lips going up?
Right.
I always said that when I was 18, I was going to get a lip reduction.
Oh, that would look weird.
Yeah.
That would look strange.
I remember. But my thing about plastic surgery is just like, I see, like when you see people, like do they honestly think that they're fooling people into thinking that that's real, or like when they get their face done and stuff like that? Like, dude, you don't look younger. You look like a freaking monster right now. Well,
there's extremes to it, but then there's also like the small nuances a lot of people won't even notice. I mean, there's like, I don't know enough about celebrities to really give examples of who did it, but there's different like Cameron Diaz and like Michael Jackson. At a glance, they may look like the same person, but you can tell that Michael Jackson, if you look back at his old pictures, he had drastically more plastic surgery. I heard he was bald, by the
way. Yeah, you're the second person to tell me that, or did you tell me that yesterday?
I think I told you that yesterday. It was the same person. It was me. Yeah, I heard he was bald, man. Like, I mean, they didn't find out after he died, but I mean, that kind of makes sense. All those chemicals he put in his hair for years, you know?
Yeah, he's wanting to straighten his hair and stuff.
Yeah, when they caught fire, I think it was a Pepsi thing.
Yeah, I heard it was Pepsi too.
Pepsi commercial, I believe. Yeah, and so I mean that's not surprising, but I think when it comes to plastic surgery, there has to be something in your mind that's like, yo, I cannot. There's something about myself I just truly do not like. I need to change it, and there's no way I can do it naturally. I've seen that on a show called Nip Tuck, by the way. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I've heard about it. There's two plastic surgery stories that come to mind. Well, three actually.
Okay.
One is that guy that made himself. Oh, four actually. That guy that Indonesian guy that made himself look like Superman, like he bleached his skin, raised his cheekbones, and all that different stuff.
I haven't seen him.
And then he got like ab implants and like chest implants to make his chest look big.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
So Yeah, there's stuff like that, and then there's like there was that guy, then there was the guy that made himself look like a Ken doll.
Oh yeah, I see him on Facebook the other day. That looks fucking terrible. If you guys haven't seen that, look that shit the fuck up. Ken doll plastic surgery. The guy looks like a fucking monster. It's so scary.
And then there's the girl that thinks that she looks like Angelina Jolie, but she really looks like fucking Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh God, yes, she does. Oh,
she is scary looking. She is scary looking.
Can you imagine
and then
waking
the
up
one
to that?
God damn, I'd be so scared.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's people that are into that though, you know.
Yeah, there's a fetish for everything.
Not even a fetish, just like what you're attracted to, you know.
Plastic monsters, yeah, true.
Like me, okay. Like me personally, I don't like girls that are like skinny, like super skinny, skin and bones type thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like those girls that. Because I have a theory about that, but
what's your theory?
It might rub some people wrong.
Okay, say it.
But let me say my other thing first.
Okay.
And so the other thing, I saw this girl yesterday. She got 2 of her ribs taken out, or 4 of her ribs taken out, or something like that, to make it so that she has the world's tiniest waist.
Oh God.
Yeah, I was like, why? Dude? She looks ridiculous, dude.
It has to be a mental illness, man.
She looks like a cartoon.
There has to be a mental illness. I like when it gets to that extreme, not just like casual plastic surgery. When it gets to that extreme, there has to be a mental illness, man. There's no fucking way that you can reason. Hey, take out 4 of my ribs. I don't even know how many ribs I have normally. Don't take 4 of them though.
I need these.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I need these. What are you about to say? What do you have against my slender queens?
I'm not okay. Please don't be that guy.
No, I want to hear it. What's up?
Okay.
We're listening.
Oh my God, you make me sick. So the the girls that don't have any like features, like womanly features that are like have no boobs or ass or anything like that. And the guys that are like into that type stuff, which I mean, sure, that's your thing, you know, good on you. But I started thinking the other night, I was like, yo, what if that is like, because like when I see that stuff, I'm like, yo, that just looks like a kid to me. Like that looks like Ariana Grande. Everybody's you know, oh, she's so hot. I'm like, no, dude, she looks like a fucking kid. Like she's just a kid. She has no curves, nothing. So I'm like, yo, what if that's like quasi pedophile-ish? Like,
oh my God. Oh my God. So basically, you're calling Big Sean a pedophile. What you're saying?
Basically, I mean, that bitch was like 18 and he was like pushing 30 when he.
She was legal. So. She was legal.
All right, nigga.
She was legal.
Okay.
All right. Second, I don't think so, man. I feel like there's a degree because there are certain porn stars who shall remain unnamed because I don't remember their names that look very fucking young, and I know there's like a following for them. I personally don't like it. I'm more of a fan of like the mature, fucking milfy looking ones. But I have seen certain porn where I'm just like, man, this girl looks really fucking young, and it makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable. So I know what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And you're just like, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Well, is that a reflection of her or a reflection of me? You know, is there something in my brain that's associating that with kids? Why am I thinking about kids when I'm looking at porn or looking at any girl?
No, because you think of when you think of a woman, you think of somebody with womanly features. Like you think of, you know, boobs and like, you know, ass and shit like that. But you fucking so when you don't see that, you automatically think someone, oh, she hasn't had her first blood. You know, you think of someone that's not hit. Do women go? Is it called puberty for women?
What? Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if it was called something else. You know.
Oh no, it's called puberty.
Yeah, so like at least for me personally, I don't. When I see that, I'm like, oh, she must not have gone through puberty yet. Like obviously, I know if the woman's like 30, I know, but I'm just saying, like my initial thought is to be like, if you weren't to tell me the person's age and you were just to show me the body, I would think that the person is a child.
Because they don't have big boobs or a big ass.
Not even big boob, just developed. Period. So
you're basically saying that almost all Asians look like little kids, and that a whole bunch of Asians are just fucking pedophiles, quasi-pedophiles.
Well, that's what they're used to there. I mean,
fucking
Asian
kids?
Women are
damn.
No, that's not. Don't. I did not say that.
Damn, like that? Wow.
No, I'm saying like that's what they're used to. That's how their women are. But I'm just saying like if for me, you said, do I think all Asian women they look like kids? If you were to line a bunch of Asian women up and they were naked, then I'd be like, yep, those are kids. Like without seeing their faces or anything, I'd be like, yep, those are kids.
How many naked kids have you seen you could recognize their bodies?
Dude, I'm talking about the development of a woman's body, the normal development of a woman's body. Stop trying to be fucking guy to get on my
You're a doctor now, huh? Okay.
I mean,
okay.
You know
cool.
where I work. I see this stuff all the time.
Cool. I hope Big Sean finds out. If he ever is this, I hope he listens to shit and he come out and whoop your motherfucking ass. We call him a goddamn pedophile.
That nigga's 3 feet tall.
Is he really? No, his name is Big Sean, Nino.
Yeah, he's compensating.
All right, we'll see. I'm gonna Google it. I'm pretty sure he's at least like 5'11".
That nigga ain't shit. I whoop Big Sean, Little Sean,
okay.
Sean John.
Okay. I imagine you had a cigarette in your mouth when you said that shit. Well, maybe they can get fucking plastic surgery. Who knows? I mean, at a certain point, it's enough, man. At a certain point, people gotta stop trying to change themselves to that degree. Not Kim Kardashian. Nicki Minaj, I've seen her in a video lately. It might be because I'm a Cardi B stan, but like,
yeah, you are.
I am. No shame. But I seen Nicki Minaj in the video with her, and I'm like, even though I think Cardi B, the ass is fake too. I think she admitted it. Her ass and her titties is fake, but it just looks better. The technology has advanced so much that it just looks better. With Nicki Minaj, she got that shit when it was like prototype A. And now that shit looks terrible. And I was like, yo, fuck that shit. That shit looks terrible.
She didn't do it on her thighs. She didn't do it on her thighs. Yeah,
exactly. Same thing with Kim K. I think some plastic surgery can be tasteful. Like over here in Korea, I think Korea is like the leading authority on plastic surgery on the planet. Like people get the most plastic surgery here, and it's the most advanced here. People get girls over here get plastic surgery for their birthday when they turn 18 sometimes.
Jesus. Like, what is it normally that they do?
Well, it's nothing big. Either they have like a thing called like double eyelids or whatever, where
double eyelids.
Yeah, where it looks like they're kind of like sleepy. But if you get double eyelids, they get it removed so it looks more like the Western type of eyelid, like the eyelids that me and you have. So they kind of have like more of a Western look. Cause they value beauty a lot.
So they have double eyelids, and so they get that part taken off.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, why was their eyes are already low?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they get the extra part removed, and then they get it to where they have more of a Western almond eye look, from what I've seen. Otherwise, they kind of have that kind of like swollen eye type of look. I mean, they're like slanted eyes, but kind of like swollen eye type territory. You know, some not but you see a lot of.
I used to think that.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I'm just saying it's extremely common and extremely accepted over here easily. And it's cheaper.
Oh, I didn't. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I used to think that I was Asian.
Why?
A little bit.
Because your eyes are very small?
Yeah. You know how, like, squinty my eyes are.
Especially when you drink.
That's just because I'm tired.
I think that's like saying, like, an Asian dude or white dude saying, man, I thought I was part black. I got some big ass lips or some shit like that. I think.
Oh my god.
Attributing one like physical trait of a race doesn't, really. But
that's not the only thing. Yeah. That's not the only thing. I have a small dick too.
Okay, I knew that was coming. I can do it. Of course. Sorry, I don't know why I cut it. I think it's more normalized in certain cultures where in Hollywood and places like America it's very glamorized. You know? It's seen as a big thing you do. And it's seen as something what people with money do. Regular people don't really get plastic surgery.
Yeah.
You know? Well, okay. In America. There's a place in like South America, I don't know if you've seen the fucking videos or whatnot, where the guys get injections into like their arms or their forearms and they're like fucking Popeye. And their arms are just...
Oh, like that's in Russia.
No, well, maybe it's in both. I've definitely seen it in South America, where I have to send you a picture. Oh, it's so fucked up. I forgot what chemical or whatever they use. What is it?
Yeah, it's an oil.
What does it do?
It's like a synthetic oil. Basically, they made it for that to make your muscles. I did hear something that it's basically like creatine.
Oh
and
yeah, I've heard
basically
that.
it's like pumping creatine directly into your system.
Oh my god, I've seen guys.
Instead of instead of taking the pills or whatever, it's just able to pump it. And then it gives you that swollen thing. But I can't believe that those guys think that they look good though. Like,
that's what I was about to say. That's a mental illness, man. Their arms look so fucked. Their forearms are tiny.
People on the internet are clowning them.
Well, I'm sure they don't have an internet. No, actually they might. Let me not make that assumption.
I was just saying, why would they be recording it if they weren't?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. It makes me feel so weird. It makes me feel so weird. I see people like that. This is weird, but I seen a guy had injected some type of stuff into his dick. Now his dick is like this big fucking and swollen. It doesn't even work. What's the point of having a dick if it doesn't work?
Yeah, that's. I think I heard that somewhere. He was like, "Oh, Charlemagne the God." He was talking about it. He was
like, really?
My dick. Yeah, he was like, if my dick didn't work, you could just go ahead and kill me. Or
yeah, for real.
Like
I would fucking kill myself. Fuck that shit, dude. Dick. I mean, eventually they're gonna inject too much of that dude's dick. It's gonna look like a busted hot dog. You know, when you put a hot dog in the microwave for too long. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that shit is painful to me. Just even watching people like that.
Looks like the predator's dick.
Oh god, can you imagine how like scales on it and shit?
Jesus.
I think you need to know when to stop, man. You gotta know when to stop, dude.
No, I'm never gonna stop. Can't stop, won't stop. But that's the thing though. People don't know when to stop. But it's about insecurities, man. You're talking about people are, it's a mental illness. It's an insecurity, and so you remember that story I told you about. Because you're talking about, knowing when to stop. You remember that time I told you about the time I would cut my hair, line my own self up?
Oh,
and I would keep pushing my freaking hairline back further and further and further. I didn't know when to stop, but I was so insecure about my hairline that I just didn't, I didn't care.
That's so I do remember you telling me that shit. That is, I mean, so when I'm thinking about guys like that, you included, I'm not going to lump you in the category, like, how does that affect your personal relationships when you're doing this to yourself? How does that affect your personal relationships that you have with other people? And how come those people aren't telling you when to stop?
No, luckily for me, I had people to kind of like snap me. Oh, I got to tell you a funny story too. So this, I had people like made fun of me, like my friends at the time. Like, man, you looking goofy as hell.
Goofy.
So, like, I was able to, like, snap out of it almost, and that's when, because you know how long it takes me to get a haircut. I wait, like, 3 weeks now.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, clearly.
I got my girl.
Okay.
But yeah, man, it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy how far people are willing to go because they're not doing it for themselves. I mean, they say that they're doing it for themselves in the interviews and stuff like that. I'm doing this for me. I like the way I'm finally happy. They're doing it for validation.
No, yeah, for sure. For fucking sure.
There was this kid, though, when I was in high school. He was cutting his own hairline. I think his name was Leon. He was, like, Asian or something like that. Or, like, no. His name was Carlos. That's right. He's in the Air Force now. Carlos LaBoy. I don't know why I gave out his whole name.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
One time he cut his own hair or whatever, his lineup or whatever, and he fucked it up. So he he drew it in with a marker, with a Sharpie.
Oh shit!
And everybody was like talking to him or whatever, and everybody was like, "Yo, what? Hey man, come here. What is that?"
I know his heart stopped.
I mean, he laughed it off though. That's like, you have to make fun of yourself, otherwise you're not gonna get over it.
Yeah, if you would have got too defensive about it, it would have got a lot worse. I went to a school like that. If we made fun of you and you got upset about it, it's gonna get worse. We're definitely gonna get on you now. Now you're our main target. You could have let it pass like 10 minutes, let us roast you. But now it's an all day thing. Every time we see you. On site.
At the 10-year graduation reunion, hey,
ain't that the nigga that? Yeah, absolutely.
He smiles. He says, "What's up?" He says, "What's up to everybody?" He's smiling, and then y'all like, "I know you ain't smiling."
Oh my god, that shit used to make my fucking heart sink. When I fucking was in a circle, I know you ain't laughing. Oh shit. Now you know it's fucking on. God damn it, man. They, I know when to walk away. I think these guys don't know when to, guys or girls do all this plastic surgery, don't know when to walk away. I think that can apply to other aspects of your life, by the way, not just plastic surgery.
Oh yeah, knowing when to walk away at work when like somebody, like if you're getting annoyed, like know when to stop fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like know when to hedge your bets or know when to freaking
pick and choose your battles.
Thank you. Jesus Christ, I'm stupid.
Yeah, sorry.
Thanks, but yeah, just knowing to pick and choose your battles because not everything is what is it. I tell myself this all the time. Is this worth me getting so upset? Because I can get riled up easy, like with the flick of a freaking switch.
Oh.
But I have to constantly tell myself like, yo, is this like worth it? Like, do I really need to be getting this upset? And I'm starting to tell Tobias that too because you know how kids are. Everything's the end of the world.
Yeah. Well, for kids it kind of makes more sense. But go ahead.
No.
It makes
I hold him to the I hold him to the same standard that I hold everyone.
All right. Dude, for kids, if something bad happens to a kid, at that point in his life, his or her life, that's the worst thing that's ever happened to them.
Oh yeah.
You know?
That can be said about anything in life, really. Like, when God, I hate doing this, but like, when you tell somebody your problem, like somebody older, and they're like, oh, that ain't nothing. Or like right now I have I have student loan debt, and my student loan debt is only like $2,000, right?
Yeah, right.
But my parents have they've had more debt than that or whatever. Right. So like, man, that ain't nothing. I'm like, well, that's something to me. Like I don't.
Thank you.
Like I'm sorry. Like if it ain't nothing, like give me the money.
Right. Yeah. If it's nothing, let me hold something. Solve my problem then. Like what do they expect you to say? That. Like when they say, "Oh, that's nothing," you're like, "Oh yeah, damn, that's crazy. I never thought about it that way. It is nothing." Like no.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like people that dismiss or gatekeep their own fucking problems and struggles.
Oh God, yeah.
That's really fucking annoying. You gotta know when to walk away from people like that too. Honestly, they'll just bring you fucking down.
What are some of the things that you have to walk away from?
I mean, at work for me it's different because like if something bad happens at work and I leave at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. That's just gonna stay at work and whatever happens is whatever, But for me, it more so applies to the personal relationships in my life. Like where it comes to me having an interaction with someone, whether they disagree or not, I gotta know when to say, hey, I'm gonna cut my losses. This person's not gonna understand where I'm coming from. We're not gonna reach a middle ground, and I gotta know when to walk away. I gotta know when to preserve my energy when it comes to situations like that. But also on the other side, I'll have to know when to preserve my dignity, leave with my pride as well. Because even though those can be used negatively and they can have a negative connotation to it, I got to know when to say, all right, enough is enough, and not put myself in a situation where I'm just hurting myself for the sake of doing it,
Yeah. And then also, like, you have to, damn it, there was a point I was going to fucking make. We were talking about, God damn it, because I was, like, really intently listening to your thing because I thought you were going to go into more of it.
I mean, I can. So here's what I was also thinking. When it comes to, like, relationships, you have to know when to walk away from something that's more of a detriment to your health than it is a benefit. Having that balance in your life is extremely important. And if you're not being able to regulate that balance, you're going to get walked over. And a lot of people, and I can't speak on, I've had experience with it, but people that are in like abusive situations, I know it's easy from the outside looking in saying, hey, look, man, you just need to walk away from her. Or look, lady, you got to walk away from it. But at that point in their life, they're not seeing it that way. They're always using that reasoning. They're doing mental gymnastics and making excuses for it. But they're not telling themselves enough is enough. And I think when it comes to, even outside of that extreme, outside of like abusive situations, where if you're in a relationship where you're just not fucking happy, you got to know when to cut your losses. There's
there's layers to that, though.
There is, for sure. But have you ever heard of, I forgot, some type of fallacy? I don't know if it's an investment fallacy or something. It's the feeling when someone has invested so much time or money into someone or one person, they just stick with that person because they don't want to lose out on all of what they invested. They're not even happy anymore. They just don't want to lose out on what they put into this person, and that's not a way to have a relationship because they're afraid of starting over.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a lot of people's, and they stay miserable and it affects the people around them.
Yeah, it's like a fucking toxin, and it fucking seeps through other people, through your relationships, and through your social circles, and it creates a fucking cycle of negativity and hate, man. That can really drain the hell out of you.
I don't know, man. I think that's what I was gonna tell you. It's also can apply to online, knowing when to walk away, because just like with the whole, you remember we were talking about earlier how behind a screen people are a different person than they are in real life.
Right.
You got to know when to walk away, because you're not gonna 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna be able to convince somebody to change their mind.
Very true.
Especially in like today's world where everyone is outraged about everything.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to do that. So I see these things on Facebook, and like they go on for freaking like hours and hours, just arguing with each other. And they're like, no, you're not seeing my point. No, you're not seeing my point. I see your point. You're saying this, but you're not seeing my point. Blah 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 blah. And it's just like, yo, just don't reply anymore. Like, don't respond. You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, you don't have to reply. Cut your losses. Just keep moving. It's really not that important, honestly.
It really isn't. Nothing is worth your peace of mind.
That's very true, honestly. Like, I'm not saying that. I don't think you're saying either that don't fight for something you believe in, but there comes a point where you got to know when to say, all right, enough is enough. All right, we're not going to reach a resolution. You know.
Yeah, like don't give up on, like you said, don't give up on what you believe in.
Yeah.
You know what? They're right. I'm sick of this struggle.
I understand this now. You matter of fact, I'm not religious no more.
Fuck school.
Yeah, for real. Hey, fuck religion. Fuck God. Oh shit.
Wait. No.
Yeah, this is not gonna fucking happen. I think you're absolutely right, man. I know. Well, last night your ass was getting mad as hell, boy. Yeah, I heard that.
Dude. No, because you kept trying to put fucking words on my mouth, you stupid bitch.
Boy, you were getting hot as hell, boy. I was laughing at your goofy ass, boy.
Yeah, oh my god. You were under my skin. Like, you were deep in there.
I know, and it was really humorous to me. I was laughing pretty hard. You know, it's okay, man.
I haven't got upset like that in a minute.
Yeah, me and Jay Nilla talked about that this morning. I was like, man, was fucking mad, wasn't he, dude? He was fucking upset.
What did he say?
We were cracking jokes about your ass, making fun of your mama and shit. No, I'm kidding. We didn't do that.
I was like, don't do that, man.
Yeah. No, we're not like that. We did was like, because I see what you were saying, but at the same time, I think you guys were on the same page. And I think it's important to note that if you're not even on the same page, sometimes you only people on the internet or people you're talking to in your life not even the same book. Probably not even the same library or the same building. And that's okay. Everybody has their own avenues. And even if you think you may know what's right for someone, by the way, even if you like these older people that you talk about, even if they think they may know what's right for you because they've been through a very similar situation or exactly the same situation, there are multiple roads to get to the same destination. So there's not just one way to do things.
You're exactly right. I had to learn that because, as you know, I've experienced a lot of different things in my life.
Right.
And so, like, I have a lot of, I wouldn't say wisdom, but I just have a lot of experiences that I could share.
Right.
And, if somebody's going through something, I can be like, tell them how I handle it. But I had to really take a step back and be like, not everyone is receptive to help. Maybe they just want to vent. Because I had to stop like talking to people like that. Like I was talking to people like when they would vent to me, I would try to solve their problem and be like, well, this is what you need to do.
Right.
So I had to stop doing that because I was just like, because I was ended up getting frustrated because I'm like, yo, I'm giving them the fucking answer to the test and they not even using my cheat sheet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, but and you know what's funny? My dad, a lot of the stuff that he told me was going to happen in my life, you know, and like the decisions that I was making, how they were going to negatively impact me. A lot of the things that he said actually came to fruition, but at that time I was like, man, you don't know shit, man. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what I'm going through. You know, all that different type of shit. Because he always used to say, Dad. He always used to say, Dad done been through it all. All right. There ain't nothing that you can do that I haven't done, and that shit used to piss me off.
Well, like, that's a broad statement. Really, nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing I can do?
Exactly. So like, it was just like, I don't know, man. So I really had to learn to just like not, you know, try to, basically you're just like forcing your will on someone. I had to learn how to not do that. Because if you notice, I've been working on it, like when I suggest something to you or anyone and they say nah, or they say, I'm just like, okay. Like, I don't try to like prove it anymore. I'm just like, okay, that's fine. I gave you the information. If you want to use it, you can.
Yeah, keep working on that, nigga.
Yeah, it's really hard for me because, you know, I like to be right.
You really do. I mean, I think everybody, I would say, yeah, everybody loves to be right. The feeling of being right is fucking intoxicating.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Especially when that person believes they're right and you know they're wrong. You just wait for them and you pounce on them like a fucking cat in a jungle. Oh, fucking good.
Yeah, that's the best. When a nigga thinks he knows it all, you just sitting there like, keep going, nigga, keep digging that hole.
And in public, ooh. Oh, get him. Fucked him up, dude. Hey, man.
Yeah.
I think we're going to wrap this up.
Okay.
I really enjoyed talking to you, though. This hour honestly flew the fuck by.
Yeah, it did. I feel like we haven't been talking very much.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm talking to you again. Hey, I was in Hawaii, you know, so I was doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? I doing the damn shit.
Just in case people didn't know, Aaron went to Hawaii. God damn it.
Oh yeah, guys. So I went to Hawaii. Just letting you know, I had a pretty good time.
God damn it.
Put it out there. Hey, if you like what we're saying, did I say saying twice? Yeah, if you like what we're saying, if you like what we're joking about, like what we're talking about, if you like the subject that we bring up, share it to your friends, send it out, like it, subscribe it, and then just spread the word. This is the Random Nothing Podcast.
Also,
thank you very much. What?
Okay, I was going to say, also, we're about to get on a podcast app. That way you can listen to it on the go instead of having to leave the YouTube page open. So be on the lookout for that. We'll probably talk about it next podcast.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
All right, peace.
Yeah, my stomach hurt like a motherfucker. I feel like I was having a goddamn heart attack. I was like, oh, God damn. Oh!
I'm hungry as shit.